That loose manhole cover clanks against the asphalt outside your window. You have been staring at the ceiling since 11, counting every sound. When I pulled up by the curb, engine idling in the dark. Grab your heavy jacket from the chair, leave your worries on the couch. You do not need to explain why your chest feels tight tonight. Just step out to the driveway and let me take the wheel. The city lights stretch out in blurred yellow lines. We are not going anywhere in a hurry, taking our time. I know that heavy look hanging in your eyes, so unbuckle that weight. Let the quiet rise. Just roll your window down and let the cool air hit your face. We are cruising through the empty streets at our own steady pace. You do not have to talk, you do not have to explain a thing. Tonight the open road is taking everything you bring. Just roll your window down, my friend. We got miles left to spare. The bass is humming low through the speakers in the door. We passed the late diner, neon shining on the floor. I saw you struggling all week, trying to keep yourself afloat, working double shifts while swallowing the lump inside your throat. You always play the hero for everybody else you know, but sitting in this passenger seat, you can finally let it go. The city lights stretch out in blurred yellow lines. We are not going anywhere in a hurry, taking our time. I know that heavy look hanging in your eyes, so unbuckle that weight. Let the quiet rise. Just roll your window down and let the cool air hit your face. We are cruising through the empty streets at our own steady pace. You do not have to talk, you do not have to explain a thing. Tonight the open road is taking everything you bring. Just roll your window down, my friend. We got miles left to spare. Overpasses glow under orange sodium beams. The freeway is clear, sweeping away all your broken dreams. I am right beside you, brother, through the dark and through the light. We will burn through 2 full tanks if that is what it takes tonight. Just roll your window down and let the cool air hit your face. We are cruising through the empty streets at our own steady pace. You do not have to talk, you do not have to explain a thing. Tonight the open road is taking everything you bring. Just roll your window down, my friend. We got miles left to spare. The traffic lights flicker green down an empty avenue. No pressure on your shoulders, I am riding here with you. Keep your eyes on the horizon while the engine softly hums. We will stay out on this highway until the daylight comes. Hydraulic brake piss against wet asphalt. As the Greentown bus rattles to its usual halt, I unbutton my coat, loosen up this stiff collar, wondering how you spend your hard-earned dollar. We used to share a single cheap convenience store meal, talking big about the dreams and now feel surreal. Let the jacket smell the damn cigarette smoke. We laughed until the early morning road. Now my subway card swipes with the dull little beat, and I'm walking through a night that refuses to sleep. The street lamp flickers right outside the corner store, where we swore we built a life worth working for. I pull my phone out, staring at your uncalled name, wondering if your heavy evenings feel the same. Did you get off work today without a broken spirit? I'm yelling out your name, I wish that you could hear it. We traded wild ambition for a steady monthly pay, sweeping all our golden days like just away. I hope the commute home treats your shoulders kind. My old friend, you're the only thought inside my mind. Do you still play that beat on your desk when you're stressed? Or did the suit and tie crush what you love best? I'm standing on the platform watching trains go past, wishing those cheap rooftop nights were meant to last. Tell me you haven't forgotten how we used to fly. The neon signs dim down one by one. Another exhausting shift is finally done. If you're awake, pick up your phone tonight. Let's talk until the dark turns back to light. Yeah, you said yesterday I talk much slower now, like every hour at the desk takes a piece of my voice. I watch the subway doors slide shut on line 2, noticing the fraying edge of my navy coat cuff. A crushed paper coffee cup rolling past the yellow line. The digital clock in the corner skipping 2 seconds at once. My thumb resting over a scratch on my phone case. Everything quiet except the low thrum of the tracks. Small details keep gathering inside my pockets. A wrinkled receipt from that bakery we used to frequent. A dead ballpoint pen that stopped mid-sentence. I stop on the 3rd stair landing just to breathe. The front door lock keeps 5 sharp tones. I drop my lanyard on the wooden shoe rack. Old memories rise like dust in the hallway light. A torn movie ticket sitting behind my ID card. The quiet way you used to wait when I was late. Now I just count the static humming from the wall. I set my keys down beside a half-empty mug. Noticed the faint ring of coffee dried on the desk. I forgot a stack of mail with the corners bent. The screen of my laptop blinking once in sleep mode. You said yesterday my laughter sounded different. Maybe it just got tired after making small talk all day. I look at my reflection in the dark television screen. My collar is slightly crooked, unbuttoned at the top. Street lights bleed through the horizontal blinds. 2 cars accelerate on the main road below. A straight red pulled loose from my canvas bag. Every little thing I see tonight pulls me back. We're back to when our days didn't end in exhaustion. Back when we didn't save our silence for the dark. I open my messaging app to your text from yesterday. Reading that single line under the dim ceiling lamp. Just a collection of small observations on my floor. Just me pulling off my socks and letting the night in. Warm cotton threads fray against my thumb as I change out of my suit. The rough weave feels so different from the polished clothes I wear to survive. I pull an old oversized hoodie from the dark corner of the wardrobe. The tiny limb balls along the hem bring back a chilly November night. We sat on the concrete steps by the river, sharing a warm can of coffee. My fingers rested in your oversized pocket, tracing this exact coarse texture. The quiet of my empty studio apartment presses against my ears. I stand in the hallway with my tie loosened and my shoulders slumped. One touch of this faded sleeve opens up a portal to 6 years ago. Suddenly I am back in college before rent payments and quarterly review. I close my eyes and let the flashback pull me under. The scent of cheap laundry soap and midnight rain fills the room. We had zero savings in the bank, but our hands stayed warm together. Now I wear fine wool every day. Yeah, I feel colder than ever. A forgotten memory held tight in the stitching of an old sweater. My key card rests on the entry table, heavy with corporate silence. I run my thumb over the frayed wrist cuff where the color has washed out. You used to tug on my long sleeves whenever the night wind grew harsh. We laughed about how our clothes smelled like cheap diners and bus stops. Now my apartment has central heating that I can comfortably pay for. Yet this rough garden reminds me of how alive we felt while shivering. We grew into functional adults who answer emails without delay. We learned how to nod politely through long meetings and dull commutes. But touching this warm fabric shatters every layer of my calm composure. For 30 seconds I am back on that dark riverbank, listening to you laugh. Ooh, I close my eyes and let the flashback pull me under. The scent of cheap laundry soap and midnight rain fills the room. We had zero savings in the bank, but our hands stayed warm together. Now I wear fine wool every day. Yeah, I feel colder than ever. A forgotten memory held tight in the stitching of an old sweater. The digital the digital clock turns to 12 as I fold the sweater gently. Tomorrow morning demands my iron shirt and my professional mask. I step out of the memory, but the texture stays on my fingertips. Just a quiet ghost resting inside the weave before the lights go dark. Yeah. Uninvited memory pierces the heavy stillness of my room. I kick off scuffed leather shoes beside the front door sill. The blue LED of the microwave blinks 2 a.m. while outside the balcony low city traffic hums to a standstill. I toss my lanyard on the wooden tabletop, loosen the tie that choked me through 8 straight hours. The apartment sits in dark, motionless silence until the quiet snaps, flooded by your distant laughter. The studio ceiling holds the faint glow of street lamps below. I pour cold tap water, watching the glass swirl slow. Every frame of this lonely room turns into a movie screen, projecting late night conversations from when we were 19. Cinematic shadows stretch across the kitchen tile. I stand frozen in the dark, caught in a ghost of a smile. The world outside is sleeping, wrapping the concrete tight, and I am rewinding reel by reel under the neon night. Clocking out from the long days, heavy grind. I find you waiting right inside my quiet mind. The camera zooms in on my tired red-rimmed eyes. A half-empty convenience store soup bowl cools beside the sink. I remember us sharing cheap canned coffee on the curb, talking about the future before we had time to think. Now my phone screen glows with unread office emails, but my thumb hovers over a contact buried deep in the list. The hum of the refrigerator acts as the background score for a cutscene of a winter evening we somehow missed. The studio ceiling holds the faint glow of street lamps below. I pour cold tap water, watching the glass swirl slow. Every frame of this lonely room turns into a movie screen, projecting late night conversations from when we were 19. Cinematic shadows stretch across the kitchen tile. I stand frozen in the dark, caught in a ghost of a smile. The world outside is sleeping, wrapping the concrete tight, and I am rewinding reel by reel under the neon night. Clocking out from the long days, heavy grind. I find you waiting right inside my quiet mind. Fade to black on the high-rise buildings across the lane. I lean my forehead gently against the cool window pane. We grew up so fast, traded dreams for monthly rent, leaving behind every golden hour we carelessly spent. The silence returns, but it feels different now. The microwave clock ticks to 2:15. Street lights flicker softly and you tick green. I pull down the blinds, step into the bed alone. Good night to the past I used to own. Yeah. Da 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 da. Burnt sweet sugar drifts through alleyways. He steps outside the lobby glass alone, loosening a necktie built for winter days. He checks the silent screen upon his phone. That familiar fragrance hits the sudden breeze, taking him back 5 years in a second's grace. Standing near the bakery under frozen trees, watching steam rise softly off her smiling face. His heavy leather shoes tap out a rhythm on the floor. Walking past the corner store he used to love before. The traffic lights switch yellow, then to red. He carries all those spoken words they never said. He walks the long way home tonight, underneath the amber street light glow. Holding memories he keeps out of sight, from a time he used to know. The city moves too fast while he stays slow, counting footsteps through the falling chill. He thought he had let everybody go, but she is standing in his quiet still. He pockets both his hands inside his dark gray coat, remembering how she used to warm her fingertips, and as a swallow of cold air goes down his throat, wondering if she remembers what a night like this is. She passes by the old apartment gate where they would argue over where to eat. Now he eats alone when hours turn too late, listening to the quiet of the street. Leather shoes tap out a rhythm on the floor. Walking past the corner store he used to love before. The traffic lights switch yellow, then to red. He carries all those spoken words they never said. He walks the long way home tonight, underneath the amber street light glow. Holding memories he keeps out of sight, from a time he used to know. The city moves too fast while he stays slow, counting footsteps through the falling chill. He thought he had let everybody go, but she is standing in his quiet still. The subway entrance breathes out heavy heat. He pauses on the concrete stairs halfway. Two young lovers cross the crowded street, living in a world he left in yesterday. He smiles a tiny ghost smile to himself, then turns away to catch the final train. The scent of roasted chestnuts fades into the dark. He steps inside the empty elevator cars, pressing button 7 in the dark, leaving all those ancient burning stars. A loose string, cover clatters down the street below. The city's finally breathing slow. I saw you sitting on the porch with your head down low, holding problems that you ought to let go. Throw your jacket in the back, slide into the front. Don't tell me everything is fine when it clearly isn't. We don't need a destination, just a quarter tank. Rolling past the shutter shops and the silent bank. You keep carrying the weight like it is yours to bear. leaning on the door frame, running fingers through your hair. Just let the air conditioner cool your warm forehead. Unpack the heavy thoughts you left unsaid. So rest your head against the glass tonight. We are cruising under amber light. You don't have to fix the world right now, my friend. Just let the highway stretch out till the end. We got 30 miles of pavement, no place to be. Leave the heavy stuff behind with me. Tires hum against the fresh, wet asphalt line. You check your messages for the 100th time. Put the phone in the glove box, turn the screen away. Tomorrow has enough trouble for another day. I brought the old tape we used to play in school, before we thought that acting stressed was cool. Look at those taillights flickering red. Focus on the empty road ahead instead. You keep carrying the weight like it is yours to bear. Leaning on the door frame, running fingers through your hair. Just let the air conditioner cool your warm forehead. Unpack the heavy thoughts you left unsaid. So rest your head against the glass tonight. Woo! We are cruising under amber light. You don't have to fix the world right now, my friend. Just let the highway stretch out to the end. We got 30 miles of pavement, no place to be. Leave the heavy stuff behind with me. I know the job is heavy and the rent is high. You feel like everyone is watching you pass on by. But in this quiet cabin, nobody expects a thing. Just lean back and feel the low bass swing. So rest your head against the glass tonight. Woo! We are cruising under amber light. You don't have to fix the world right now, my friend. Just let the highway stretch out to the end. We got 30 miles of pavement, no place to be. Leave the heavy stuff behind with me. Just breathe it in. We got all night, brother. Leave it on the pavement. Rest your head. Yeah. 11:47 flickers in digital white against the dark dashboard of the late city line. My ID badge hangs heavy round a tie and neck. Another ordinary shift, I survive and check. I lean my forehead on the cool double glazed glass, watching street lights and convenience signs pass. Out of nowhere my mind slips past the current year, tracing the timeline where we both end up clear. Will my coat be tailored finer than it is right now? Will my shoulders finally loosen up somehow? I close my eyes and project 20 years ahead to an apartment with a river view instead. In that imagined future winter night, sitting alone under soft recess light, I will pull out this exact quiet memory and wonder if you ever think of me when the work is done and the world goes gray. Will my future self remember today, or will your name just be a quiet glow, like street lamps buried in the morning snow? 35 or 40, standing on a high-rise floor, holding a warm tumbler, closing a heavy door. I imagine my future fingers tracing a faint scar from the summer we fixed your broken car. No more counting change for the midnight snack. No more worrying if the bank account will crack. Yeah, in that polished room with marble on the counter, I bet I still miss the ways we used to encounter. Your laughter echoing through cheap studio flats before we traded passion for corporate doormats. I picture myself smiling at a ghost in the glass, acknowledging how fast the youth had to pass. Tailored finer than it is right now. Will my shoulders finally loosen up somehow? I close my eyes and project 20 years ahead to an apartment with a river view instead. In that imagined future winter night, sitting alone under soft recess light, I will pull out this exact quiet memory and wonder if you ever think of me when the work is done and the world goes gray. Will my future self remember today, or will your name just be a quiet glow, like street lamps buried in the morning snow? The digital clock in 2038 will still read 1147 late. And even if my suit costs 3 months of my whole pay, I will still be the boy who missed you today. Time can buy comfort, time can buy peace, but it cannot make this quiet longing cease. The bus bell rings, bringing me back to the stop. 11:49 as the doors finally drop. Stepping into the crisp night air, imagining us somewhere up there. A heavy silver key fob sits alone on the glass. It catches ambient light from the television screen. My apartment feels too quiet when the shadows grow long. My thoughts keep spinning in circles I cannot control. I snatch the metal ring, step out into the hallway, and take the elevator down into the subterranean dark. The ignition hums like a low secret. Cold leather seats pressed against my spine. Nobody's calling me this late anymore. I just need the asphalt to clear my mind. I am tracing lane lines after the midnight, watching street light blink through the tinted glass. The city sleeps while I chase my own reflection, praying that this restless feeling will finally pass. Engine roaring quietly through the open air, leaving every heavy question sitting back right there. Past the exit where we used to buy cheap coffee, now the digital clock reads 2:45. I used to think that moving fast meant escaping, but I am just sitting still while the tires drive. My hands grip the steering wheel at 10 and 2, trying to unlearn every promise I made to you. The ignition hums like a low secret. Cold leather seats pressed against my spine. Nobody's calling me this late anymore. I just need the asphalt to clear my mind. I am tracing lane lines after midnight, watching street lights bleed through the tinted glass. The city sleeps while I chase my own reflection, praying that this restless feeling will finally pass. Engine roaring quietly through the open air, leaving every heavy question sitting back right there. 80 miles an hour on a 4-lane strip. The radio is static, but the bass line comes low. I do not need a destination, just a strip of coast. I am learning how to let the silence grow. The highway stretches long and endless. Only orange sodium lights guide the way. I breathe in the cool nocturnal breeze and drive until the night turns gray. Violet neon washes over the pavement as I lean against the glass of the corner shop, tying my necktie into my coat pocket. An old man sitting on the plastic stool looks at me. He slides an open packet, the dry squid across, and asks if the subway was crowded tonight. I tell him the cars were packed tight as always. He smiles through wrinkles and says youth moves too fast. He says you look like someone who lost the trail. I tell him I was just thinking about 2015, back when my shoes were scuffed from running and my pockets held nothing but big naive plans. We drink warm belly tea beneath the purple shade, two strangers trading years in the midnight quiet. I remember the boy who swore he would change the world before the clock in the office swallowed his name. Now I am just paying rent and walk listening to a story that feels like my own. He tells me he used to draw blueprints in Apple, chasing deadlines until his eyesight turned dim. He says the hardest part isn't the working hours, it is forgetting the melody you used to whistle. I laugh quietly because I used to write songs on the back of receipt paper during university. We sit in the pale violet glow of the sign, watching the night bus rumble down the empty lane. He says you still have time to pick up the pen. I tell him the ink dried out a long time ago. He shakes his head and says ink never truly dries, it just waits for a night cold enough to thaw. We drink warm barley tea beneath the purple shade, two strangers trading years in the midnight quiet. I remember the boy who swore he would change the world before the clock in the office swallowed his name. Now I am just paying rent and walking home slow, listening to a story that feels like my own. He gets up to pack his foldable wooden table, tells me to get some rest and wear a thicker coat. No names were exchanged across this small plastic table, just two tired lives crossing paths at midnight. Yes, somehow my chest feels lighter than before. Violet neon softens into deep twilight. The street empties out as I start to walk. I pull out my notebook from the bottom of my bag and write down the first line in 7 years. A silver key sits heavy on the table. The reflection catches neon from the alley down below. I stare at it until my vision blurs into static. Nobody is calling me tonight, and that is fine. I pick up the metal, pocket the weight, and head down. The concrete garage feels colder than usual. Engine hums a quiet, low frequency. Taillights paint the damp asphalt in red wine shades. I do not have a destination locked in the GPS. Just need the sound of tires rolling over lane lines. Cruising down the empty beltway past midnight, talking to myself inside this quiet leather shell. Every street lamp flashes like a passing thought I buried. I am driving just to hear my own heartbeat again. No destination, just the highway in my mind. The dashboard clock flicks to 3:17 a.m. Bass rattles the side mirrors while I check my rear view. Shadows stretch across the 4-lane expanse. I used to think solitude meant losing someone. Now I realize it is just finding space to breathe. Cruising down the empty beltway past midnight, talking to myself inside this quiet leather shell. Every street lamp flashes like a passing thought I buried. I am driving just to hear my own heartbeat again. No destination, just the highway in my mind. Past the sleeping downtown skyscrapers, under bridges where the echo lingers for a second. I do not answer the text sitting in my notifications. Tonight the road is the only thing that listens without judging. Silver key back in my palm as I park. Engine cuts to silence in the dim light. Breath misting against the windshield glass. Still standing, still breathing, completely clear. where do the unspoken words go when the dark settles? My lanyard hangs loose around my neck like a heavy chain. The turnstile clicks 3 times, another 10-hour shift done. I glance at my reflection on the glass doors. Someone's wearing my face, but the eyes look 20 years older. Then your old laughter glitches into my mind out of nowhere. That cramped rooftop studio with the leaky ceiling. We shared one instant cup noodle and talked about turning 30. Now 30 is just a line item on my tax return. Subway line 4 sways from side to side. I stare at my phone screen, scrolling through blank notifications. Why do I still remember the exact pitch of your voice when you promised we wouldn't end up like everyone else? Riding the night train back to my quiet room. Tired shoes step over shadows on the platform floor. I traded all my wild dreams for a steady paycheck. And late at night your memory comes floating back uninvited. Just a ghost in the crowd, fading in the overhead neon light. My inbox has 40 unread emails waiting for tomorrow. I tap my thumb against my knee to an invisible rhythm. Remember that cheap acoustic guitar with the missing string? We thought we wrote something that could change the world. Instead I edit spreadsheets until my wrist aches. The air inside the car smells like rain and wet wool coats. I wonder if you still drink your coffee with 2 sugars, or if you also learn to swallow it bitter like the rest of us. Riding the night train back to my quiet room. Tired shoes step over shadows on the platform floor. I traded all my wild dreams for a steady paycheck. And late at night your memory comes floating back uninvited. Just a ghost in the crowd, fading in the overhead neon light. Next stop, exit 4, I should get off here, but my feet feel locked to the floorboards. Are you somewhere across town doing the exact same thing? Staring out a tinted window, asking yourself where the time went. We were so certain of the future, so careless with the present. Now I just pull my hood up against the draft. The doors open with a soft sigh. Cold wind sweeps up the escalator stairs. I walk into the quiet alley behind my building, still holding a question nobody will ever answer. Just another long day finished. The scratch brass key tag rests right beside my mug. I kicked my boots off near the hallway wall. The train was packed tonight, everybody silent, staring down the screens, avoiding any call. I set my laptop down, undo my tie, watch the streetlight trace a pattern on the wood. It's funny how a tiny piece of metal can bring back every place we ever stood. 9 to 6 is over, now the room turns blue. The static in my head slows down to you. I promised myself I wouldn't check the past, but quiet hours never let a promise last. I'm sitting with the ghosts of who we used to be, counting back the hours like a weary memory. The city lights outside are blurring through the pain. I wash away the day, but your shadow still remains. Late night, quiet room, heavy heart again. Wondering where the time went since back then. I trace the sharp edge of the brass with my thumb, remembering the apartment where we used to stay. We had no money, just cheap noodles and a view, talking about the dreams that seem so far away. Now my salary is higher and my suit fits right fight, but I eat my dinner alone in the kitchen light. I made it to the future that we built in our minds, except you left the blueprint somewhere far behind. 9 to 6 is over, now the room turns blue. The static in my head slows down to you. I promised myself I wouldn't check the past, but quiet hours never let a promise last. Sitting with the ghosts of who we used to be, counting back the hours like a weary memory. The city lights outside are blurring through the pain. I wash away the day, but your shadow still remains. Late night, quiet room, heavy heart again. Wondering where the time went since back then. Maybe everybody hides a little piece of yesterday in the bottom of a drawer or a cold pocket tray. I tell myself I'm fine, I'm a grown man now, yet I still don't know how to put the memory down. The air feels thick, the apartment feels too wide. I leave the brass key where it sits inside. The clock ticks slowly past midnight hour. Outside a quiet rain begins to pour. I leave the key right on the tabletop and turn off the light by the front door. A bent copper penny sits beside my thumb, tracing the edges till my fingers go numb. It is funny how an object worth a single cent reminds me of the promises and years I spent chasing the vision that I barely know, wondering how far a dreamer's feet can go. My 20s up the shoulders carry heavy steam, trading 4 hours of sleep for golden dream. I count the receipts stacked against the wall, learning how to balance right before the fall. The beat in my chest beats louder than the city sound, looking for a foothold on this shifting ground. I am not trying to conquer every single street, just wanna find a place where hope and patience meet. I keep running through the quiet shadows of my mind, trying to leave the doubts and fears behind. This youth is a canvas covered in dust, learning who to forgive and who to trust. If the street lamp flickers out before the dawn, I will keep my rhythm and keep moving on. My mother told me time moves faster than a train. You gotta find the sunshine tucked inside the rain. So I sit with my notebook late into the hours, planting tiny seeds and waiting on the flowers. Rent is due, Tuesday passion does not pay the bill, but the fire in my stomach keeps me standing still. Not paralyzed, just waiting for the snare to drop, knowing where I started, aiming for the top. The beat in my chest beats louder than the city sound, looking for a foothold on the shifting ground. I am not trying to conquer every single street, just wanna find a place where hope and patience meet. I keep running through the quiet shadows of my mind, trying to leave the doubts and fears behind. This youth is a canvas covered in dust, learning who to forgive and who to trust. If the street lamp flickers out before the dawn, I will keep my rhythm and keep moving on. Maybe the destination isn't built of stone, maybe it is found in the moments on my own. Every scar on my hands has a story to tell. Every time I broke down and rose up from hell, the dream isn't distant, it is living in my lungs, spoken in the rhythm of 1,000 tongues. The copper penny rests on the weathered wood, understanding things I never understood. Still dreaming, still breathing, just a soul on the rise. Steel wheels squeal against the rusted track downstairs. You lean against the fire escape and count your cares. Your jacket torn at the cuff, your hands smelling like diesel smoke. We swore we would turn this heavy silence into something spoke. You hold that one notebook like it contains the sky, refusing to let another broken promise pass you by. The city chooses up, but you still keep your stride. I see the fire burning deep behind your eyes inside. You tell me we were built for more than paying rent, for every dollar wasted and every midnight spent. Look at your knuckles red from fighting with the cold. You got a story that deserves to be retold. Keep running toward the noise, my brother, do not look down. We are gonna paint our names across this hollow town. I know your wallet is light and your shoulders wear the weight, but you and me were made to bend the hands of fate. So pull your hood up tight and step into the glare. Your dream is still alive right in the freezing air. Ooh, right in the freezing air. Ooh, yeah. Remember back when we had nothing but a broken beat, tapping out rhythms on the curb along the street. You doubted if the world would ever hear your voice. I told you holding on was never just a choice. Look at the scars you carry, wear them like a crown. Do not let these glass skyscrapers pull your spirit down. You gotta keep your footing when the pavement turns to ice. We only get one life, we are not living twice. You tell me we were built for more than paying rent, for every dollar wasted and every midnight spent. Look at your knuckles red from fighting with the cold. You got a story that deserves to be retold. Keep running toward the noise, my brother, do not look down. We are gonna paint our names across this hollow town. I know your wallet is light and your shoulders wear the weight, but you and me were made to bend the hands of fate. So pull your hood up tight and step into the glare. Your dream is still alive right in the freezing air. When the neon flickers out and all the crowds vanish away, I will be standing right beside you till the break of day. You are not walking